What are some of the things you need to let go to get to that next level? Yeah, females, yeah, because those females are not important, more important than that female. You hear what I just said? Those females, ain't nobody telling you not to be social, but those females that are distracting you are not more than that female. And who am I talking about? How many of y'all feel like literally, for real, your mama deserves to get out of that situation she in right now? For some of you, how many of y'all mamas deserve to get out? How many of y'all moms have the ability right now on their own to make 40, 50 meals? Let me see your hand for you, rep for your mom. But how many of you have a chance to do it for your mom? Let me see it. Man, you gotta have that dog. You gotta take that personal, bruh. You gotta take that personal, that your mom is counting on you. So next time you wanna drink and act a fool, just do me a favor, FaceTime, like, yo, Ma, I just want you to see what we doing, Ma. I'm doing this for you. I'm just for real. I could go all around and do that same thing, and some of y'all partying and hanging out with people when I can fool with 2,000 people that you probably gonna be cool with one. And you are willing to risk your mama's future for some people you ain't even gonna know 15, 20 years from now. People you're not even gonna be hanging out with. Get over the low self-esteem, get over trying to prove stuff, right? So we already know what happens if we fail, right? We know what that looks like, don't we? We know what failure looks like, so we need to give what a chance? We need to give victory a chance. So I ain't gonna lie, I was scared to get the master's degree. I was scared to get the PhD because I couldn't really write that way, right? And I was like, I told my professor, what happens if I fail? He said, what happens if you pass? I said, but what happens if I don't get it? What happens if I put in all these years and it don't work out? He said, but what happens if you put in all these years and you get it? And I got it, and it has changed my life.
The world is hyper competitive. If you're going to be a man who's going to sit and say, I'm just sad, you are always going to lose in competition to men like me. Yeah. And there has to be losers for there to be winners. I am tired of sympathy. Sympathy doesn't work for anybody. I'm not going to sit here and be sympathetic for people who say they're too sad to try hard and be their best. Guess what? Perhaps I was sad every time I did exactly what I was supposed to do and trained anyway. Perhaps I was afraid when I fought anyway. Perhaps I was tired when I worked anyway. This is how you get ahead in life. I don't have a fucking ounce of sympathy for these people who sit here and say, well, I feel this way, so I can't. Then don't do it. Stay down there. The winners are at the top, and the winners at the top don't give a shit about how they feel. We wake up and we perform regardless of how we feel day after day. So if I'm going to ignore my own feelings, I'm certainly not going to take into consideration anybody else's. Yeah. Why am I going to ignore how I feel and make sure I'm constantly performing regardless, flawlessly, and then sit and go, oh, but he doesn't feel good, so he's allowed to fuck up. No, you are not. You're not allowed to fuck up to your ancestors or to God or to yourself. You have to perform. This is what being a man is about. The baseline of masculinity is doing things you don't feel like doing. I can't comment on being a woman because I'm not one. But the baseline of masculinity as a whole is the thing that makes a good man a man is that he does what he doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to work and he works anyway. He doesn't want to go to war and he fights anyway. He doesn't want to get up, he gets up anyway. That's the whole point of it. We didn't want to die in the Titanic. Guess what happened? We died in the Titanic. You can't sit there as a man and say you don't feel like it. You're not allowed to not feel like it. You're supposed to do it anyway, regardless. Yeah. So when a man sits there and says, oh, but you don't understand, I'm struggling with motivation. If you are struggling with the motivation to be a winner, then stay a loser. No problem. Stay a loser. Don't care. Because in my circle, there's no losers around me. Your energy is disgusting. I find it revolting. I don't like weakness around me, even near me. Even people coming up saying hello to me. If you're depressed, don't even shake my hand. I do not have time for losers on any regard. Winners only.